See all the good things on KGMB 9 tonight.
Judging Amy, Tuesdays on CBS. It's all here.
Hi, I'd like to leave another message for Dr. Dixon. Hi.
I didn't think you'd still be out.
Well, I couldn't sleep, so I got up and I made myself some hot cider. You want some? It's got the cinnamon in it and...
No, I'm gonna hit the hay, Mom.
Honey, you know something?
Look, I've just been at 2 a.m. meetings back to back, okay?
Oh. Well, that's good. That's good.
So I'm just not... I'm a little through with the touchy-feely thing tonight, okay? I'm just wrung out. So
well,
can I take a rain check?
It's just that, you know, you did leave the house so abruptly this morning, and I just was worried about you all day.
Well, what was I supposed to do? She didn't want me to be here. Mother of my child can't look me in the face. My daughter's gone. I mean, I know that I'll be able to see her, but... I mean, that's nothing. That's not like waking up every morning to that 5,000-watt smile beaming from her bed just because I walk in the room.
Son, I know this is so painful for you, but...
That doesn't even begin to describe it, Mom. Look, I almost picked up a drink today. That's how terrifying this is for me. And we can sit and talk about it till kingdom come, but that's not gonna solve a thing.
Yo, Curtis, what's up? Sorry I'm late. I got delayed at the club.
Stuff happens. Stuff happens, all right?
I see you got your bags all packed.
Yep, right by the door. Won't take but a second to toss me up.
Okay, just because you won't be living with Dr. Ben anymore doesn't mean
Man,
that
the man ain't even here to say goodbye. Must have forgot.
Forgot? Are you kidding? This is Dr. Benjamin, I've never forgot a thing in my life, Harris we're talking about. Has he ever forgot to sign your homework, even when you wanted him to? Keep the faith, Curtis. Ben wouldn't miss tonight.
Man, the place looks so much neater without my stuff around.
I know this moving out thing is hard.
Hard, and it sucks. I don't want another foster family. I want to stay here with Ben.
Where am I? Molly. Where are you? Vicky, it's you. Molly, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Is that you? What do you want from me? Why are you hunting me? No. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Stay back. Get away from me. Oh, you are there, aren't you, baby? Oh, Jack, we did it. We did it. We're gonna have a baby. Hey, where are you anyway? I took your advice. I found the compass and it led me right to you. Hello, Jack. You came. You see, I understood your clue about our past. And I will never forget when you gave me this compass. We were right here. We never wanted that night to end, remember? Of course you do. You told me this would always lead me to your heart. And so on the phone today, when you told me to find my compass, let it point me in the right direction, I knew you were trying to tell me to meet you here.
Obviously, I just wanted to meet in a private place where Montgomery couldn't spot us.
I know this is awkward, Jack. Me calling it, interrupting your time with Julia, dropping maddening hints about nailing Craig. I wasn't sure you'd come. I know you probably can only give me a minute.
You say that you have more information about Montgomery. I'm willing to hear what you've got to say.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me another chance, Jack. Is it broken? I'd never forgive myself, Jack. That compass means the world to me. You gave it to me the night.
It's fine. Just tell me what you got.
Craig has a new partner. Her name is Mei Lin. I thought she was just Winston's maid back in Hong Kong, but she's not. She's much more than that. She was the woman at my table that night at Craig's party.
To buy the imaginary microchips?
She works for the syndicate, and now she and Craig are working together to unload the chips. If you get to her, you have your link to the entire operation.
Molly said that Craig was watching you like a hawk. What's different now?
He's had a change in plans. He wants me to pretend that he and I had a falling out, so I can make it look like I'm betraying him.
Why?
To throw you off the scent by feeding you misinformation about the microchips. The great thing about it, Jack, is that I won't have to hide the fact that I'm talking to you. Craig will expect it. And then together we can bring him down, Jack. We can get the goods on him.
Just like that.
No, I know that it'll take some work.
And I'm supposed to believe everything you say after you set me up like that at the party?
I didn't set you up.
What do you call it then? There's Molly, out of breath, desperate, whispering about Craig's illegal microchips hidden in your earrings.
That was true. I was making the sale for you, Jack, so you could get the goods on Craig.
Right, only when I rush in, what do I find? Nothing. Just a pair of very expensive earrings, and I look like an idiot.
Craig was setting me up. He told me to unload the microchips. And then without telling me, he took the chips out, Jack. It was some sort of loyalty test to see if he could trust me. I tried to explain that to you later, but you were so angry. After I hurt you like that, disappointed you so terribly. Do you really think I would do that to you again? I owe you, Jack. And I swear to you, on everything that is precious to me, I could never lie to you again.
As the World Turns is brought to you by Country Elmo from Fisher-Price. Everybody's rockin' at Sesame Street.
It's Country Elmo.
Elmo's a little bit country. New Soft Soap Fruit Essentials Scented Body Wash. Juicy from head to toe.
What's for lunch? Chicken and star soup? Grow up. There's a better tasting soup. Progresso chicken noodle. All white meat chicken and bigger vegetables. See the difference? This is better. Now, if you could just eat without the bib.
It's time to go to the better taste of Progresso.
Don't let old man winter slow you down. Take Hall's Defense with vitamin C. So and a powerful defense against winter. Get Hall's Defense and get going.
Every week, movie patrons eat millions of pounds of snacks, and nobody brings a toothbrush. Chew on this. Chewing Trident after snacks can help prevent cavities from forming.
Where's mine?
So when you can't brush, chew on this. Trident.
Lysol presents Facts of Life. Fact. To a child, any food can be fast food. Fact. Cats don't come with brakes. Fact. No other wipe kills germs faster than new Lysol sanitizing wipes. They kill 99.9% of germs in seconds and are from the #1 pediatrician recommended brand. Fact. When training kids, it's hit or miss. Life demands Lysol. That's a fact.
We literally make billions of coins here at the U.S. Mint, but each one is special.
The 50-state quarter program is one of the most unique programs our country has ever seen.
People are collecting, kids are trading.
I think it's one of the best things to happen to coinage in decades.
We're putting out 5 state quarters each year for the next 10 years.
And these quarters are minted for about 10 weeks only.
If you want to collect them, the Mint has coin sets and map.
Buying a soda? Go through your change. Check them out. We're really proud of the work we do here.
Pepperidge Farm Sausalito cookies. Mounds of chocolate and macadamia nuts. Hey, if you're gonna have a cookie, have a cookie. Pepperidge Farm. Never have an ordinary day.
The latest on the dramatic aftermath of the presidential election tomorrow on The Early Show.
Tuesday on 60 Minutes 2. What's it like to go through an execution? Dan Rather found out.
Are you afraid to die?
No. And so will you. Tuesday at 9, 8 Central.
No time. I'm ready to die.
Do you have any idea what I'm risking, Jack, just coming here and telling you this? Craig said if I cross him, Parker will be visiting me in jail.
How do I know you weren't the setup? A distraction Craig arranged to keep me from finding out what's really going on.
Because you know me better than that. I'd be a double agent, Jack, but I'd be working for you. And as far as Craig is concerned, it'll seem like I'm using you, but I'll really be giving you the right information about the microchips, and maybe you can get enough to put Craig away for years, Jack.
So the bottom line is, I have to believe what you tell me. The gospel according to Carly Tenney.
I'm on your side, Jack. That's never changed.
Why the sudden switch, Carly? I can remember a day when you sauntered into Lakeview proud to be on Craig's arm. You're even living back in the guy's place for crying out loud.
I know how it looks.
Yeah, well, the view from here says that you and him are pretty tight. I haven't figured out what's going on. But it looks like the guy practically owns you.
I hate him. Or maybe I liked him at first because I didn't know who he really was. I was so alone. After Hong Kong, Jack, I was trying to hold on to my son. And no one would believe that I didn't leave Parker willingly. Craig, he got me back on my feet. He was actually nice to me. And he had the means to help me when I got back to Oakdale. But there are strings attached to everything Craig does. I made a terrible mistake, Jack. But I didn't have any place else to turn. Especially after I lost the person who matters most to me in this world. If you wonder where my loyalties lie, they lie exactly where they always have, Jack. Right here. With you.
Mom, I'm sorry. I don't want to blow up at you. I'm just wrung out. And I think maybe I should just go to sleep before I do any more harm.
Honey, no. I'm sorry. I don't mean to pull at you. It's just
I had fear in my hands today. and I put it to my lips, and I heard that voice. What the heck? Your life can't get any worse.
Well, I guess the good news is that you didn't drink it. You found the strength to put it down and get yourself to a meeting, and I think you should be proud of that.
Proud. Proud after everything that I've done, after all the people that I've deceived. Mom, let's face it, I'm a loser. And the only... I picked...
Oh, will you stop?
But other than that, my scorecard reads 0.
Stop it! One bad episode in a life does not make you a loser. You told the truth in front of the Board of Inquiry. You tried to start to make things right. You faced up to your mistakes with absolutely no gain to yourself, and that took courage. Now, you have always been a man, a fine and good man. And when I look at you, that's what I see. And anybody who loves you sees the same thing.
Anybody? What about Bob?
Oh.
He clears the room every time I enter. And I mean, he treats me like the plague. I don't blame him at all. I mean, because I'm having a lot of trouble being with myself these days, too. But do not fool yourself. Nobody's going to sweep this under the rug, least of all him.
Bob is he's just trying to give you some space so that you can work this out on your own.
Well, there's space, and then there's space. And Bob's decided that I'm not worth wasting time on. And he's written me off.
Stop wallowing in this. Stop it. Things didn't go the way you wanted. That happens. That is life. So forget about what anybody thinks about you. You get your strength back. You focus on getting your energy back. You get so you can walk without that stupid cane.
You don't understand what I'm saying, do you? It doesn't matter whether I walk or I run. It's not my legs that are sick, it's my head.
Then we'll work on it.
Well, it's not gonna happen today, is it? I'm sorry. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Hey, what are you doing up?
What's going on in here? What's happening to What are you doing here? What do you want? Tell me, please! Molly?
too hot to cook. Now she was ready for something different. Noodle bowls from Uncle Ben's.
Malcolm, meet Mozart. There's a whole collection of classical music in the Sparkling Symphony Gym, only from Fisher-Price. It even grows into a piano.
Ooh.
Nap time, sweetie.
Can I just finish this movement?
Oh, the possibilities.
Surprise!
The Twirlin' Whirlin' Garden, only from Fisher-Price. It's not the only thing twirlin' and whirlin'. Oh, the possibilities.
Thanks for making a leave. I often had a hard time walking and even had surgery on both knees. Most pain relievers worked for a while, then quit. Finally, a doctor suggested a leave. Soon I could dance all night again.
Just 2 Aleve can stop pain all day. It would take 8 Tylenol to do that.
Now people say I'm a walking advertisement for Aleve.
All day strong, all day long.
And now cold sufferers can get the all-day strength of Aleve and new Aleve Cold and Sinus.
There's something new under the sun. Creamy fruit spreads made for everyone.
New Brummel and Brown creamy fruit spreads, whipped with real fruit and wholesome yogurt. Must be Brummel and Brown in the dairy case.
Once upon a time, nature gave you healthy, beautiful skin. And now, it's giving it to you again with Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. Aveeno discovered the moisturizing secret of oatmeal. Ground powder fine, then blended into a lotion to hold moisture in for a full 24 hours. So naturally, dermatologists recommend it. Rediscover the skin nature intended you to have. Aveeno. Discover nature's secret for healthy skin.
When I first started losing my hair, I panicked. Then I heard about new Grozan, and now my hair is thicker than ever.
Still going. Long-lasting Energizer batteries keep going and going and going.
If you're worried about Ben cutting out your life for good, forget about it. That man is crazy about you.
Did Ben say that?
He doesn't have to. I can tell. Look, hasn't he promised to stay your friend?
You know, I've got that whole foster family routine down pat. It's like when Ben finds me go, he'll be like, Curtis who?
Ben's not like that. The man works harder than anybody I know to stay straight with the man upstairs. His word is solid.
Sorry I'm late.
We just figured you got held up.
Kid was brought in this morning after a skateboarding accident. I was in surgery for 6 hours, and that was just the start of my days. Whoa, Curtis. What are you doing?
Man, you know what? Let's just look. The new foster family's probably asleep by now. They're real glad to see me. I've been too much of a burden to me.
But, whoa. You are not a burden, okay? You never have been.
Then why you let me go?
You know, I've been asking myself that question a lot lately. And I've been imagining what things are going to be like when you're gone. And like Saturday mornings, when we get up and we toast some waffles and we head over to the court for some drills.
Hey, man, come on, man. Don't dribble in the house.
Come on, who am I going to share the Sunday sports page with? You know, I'm going to miss most those homework sessions. When I say, keep your eyes on the page, Curtis, and you say, oh, my head hurts, die. Somehow by the end of the night, we get through it.
I guess I ain't the easiest kid to be with.
No, you're not. But you're the best kid I know. And that's why I think you're moving out now is a terrible idea. So don't go.
Molly, what's the matter? Who are you talking to? It was terrible. Terrifying thing just happened. I was dreaming, and then I was floating in the sky, and then I started falling faster and faster and faster, and then I landed. What? You can tell me. Go. Will you go in there? Go. In the bedroom? You go and see. What? What happened? Go and see what happened. Stay there. Molly, what am I supposed to be looking for? Didn't see anything? Nothing. Nothing ordinary.
Oh,
No.
It's on fire. Molly!
Molly, what happened? Did you spill something? No. No, I did not spill anything. I didn't spill anything. The entire room, it was soaking. These towels are still damp.
What does that mean?
Oh, God, honey. I've been so afraid that I'm losing my mind. Well, something is happening to me. But it's something even worse than that.
This is the truth, Jack. Look at me. Look in my eyes. You can read me better than anybody.
You remember last year at this time, Carly? You bet me that you could make it all the way to Christmas without telling a lie.
And I didn't. I didn't lie to you.
No. No, you just left some things out. Like the fact that you were married to Winston Lowe.
I want to help you, Jack. Let me prove to you that I'm trustworthy by nailing Craig for you.
You really just fell into this partnership with Montgomery? You two have never been personally involved.
I can't be involved with another man, Jack. In my heart, I'll always be involved with you.
Hi.
Hi yourself. Did I catch you in the middle of something?
No.
Because I was just wondering, why don't you wrap up whatever it is and come on home?
Sounds good.
Well, how quickly can you get here? And where are you anyway?
When it comes to baking this holiday, put your finger on Pam. It's an easy and convenient way to cook your best during this special time of year. Pam really cooks.
Let's get to work.
Okay, Tucker. I got a buddy named Tucker.
You like scooping, pal?
He's like a truck with a brain. Watch when I move his arm.
This is like pumping iron.
See, he knows what I'm doing.
Tucker, my talking truck bot. That's...
Go natural with Huggies Natural Care Baby Wipes with vitamin E and aloe. They keep skin naturally healthy as they gently clean. So stay petal soft with Huggies.
Okay, Charlie. Time for bed. I'm not kidding, mister. Charles, I'm really not kidding.
With double the cream.
I am counting to 10.
It's double the licks.
1, 2...
Double stuff, only from Oreo.
You could win one of 1,000,000 prizes by solving the packaging mix-ups on these Grinch Nabisco snacks. And you might even outsmart the Grinch.
Car insurance bills getting too hot to handle? Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hello? No, I can't save you money on car insurance. You want Geico, not Gecko. Well, that's uncalled for.
Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You're the man. What? Drinking that Florida orange juice. It's like a shock to your taste buds. Wakes you up, prepares you for the day. And the American Cancer Society says eating fruits and vegetables like Florida orange juice may help reduce the risk of some cancers. I mean, you are the man.
And you are the sandwich.
Oh, yeah, good one. High five. It's a figure of speech. because I don't have any arms.
That was weird. 100% pure Florida orange juice. Squeeze more health into life.
Which cleans better, the Braun Oral-B 3D or an ordinary toothbrush? The 3D pulsates deep between teeth so it efficiently removes plaque from even those hard-to-reach places. But an ordinary toothbrush, well, you know. The Braun Oral-B 3D, helping you have healthy teeth for life.
Just saw your brother
Andrew!
commit murder.
No!
Could you fight for the truth if it sent a loved one to jail?
He hears the voices. He shouldn't do any time. He was insane.
One lawyer will have to make that decision.
He's looking at 20 years minimum.
I hope you know what the hell you're doing.
David Carradine returns. All new Family Law. CBS tonight.
Big money lawyers take over Judge Amy Gray's court and undermine her authority.
Sit down now.
No, Your Honor. All new Judging Amy, Tuesday.
Well, my doctor's not like most doctors. She's really cool. It's kind of like she can relate to what's going on in your life and the things you're interested in. Like, she's more than a doctor. She's someone that you can trust. She took the time to, like, really talk to me and listen to me, and she had a way about her that made me feel comfortable enough to open up to her. It's just nice to know that you have someone out there that's not just your doctor, but it's like someone you can relate to and someone who's also your friend. If my girlfriend came up to me and asked me what doctor they should see, I would totally recommend Dr. Fujimoto because she's totally cool and hip.
It's Lex Brody's Michelin Holiday Sale. Lex Brody's has thousands of Michelins on sale for the holidays. Lex Brody's has 15 different sizes of Michelins on sale at the lowest prices in a decade. And don't forget, Lex Brody's can fix even those problem brakes that no one else can fix. The lowest Michelin prices, 4 tires mounted in less than 30 minutes. Lex Brody's for 30-minute service and the lowest Michelin prices in a decade during the Michelin Holiday Sale.
Thank you very much.
Old dogs can't learn new tricks.
I don't think so.
Leave the heavy lifting to the men.
Oh, really?
There are never enough hours in the day.
Since when?
Nothing compares to the ballet.
Got that right.
Location is everything.
Bingo.
It's all here. So why aren't you? 2 for 1 or 50% off enrollment fee.
24-hour fitness. All kinds of stuff for all kinds of workouts.
Aloha, I'm Angela Keene. Car break-ins are a statewide problem. Our crime reporter Louise Kim McCoy looks into the issue and what's being done about it. That's tonight on KGMB 9 News.
Diagnosis Murder, Thursdays on CBS. It's all here.
Actually, I'm still on a case.
How late are you going to be?
There's no telling. Don't wait up. Why don't you get some rest?
Rest is not on my agenda tonight. Oh, I couldn't sleep. Not tonight. Just get home as soon as you can, okay? I love you.
Me too.
It must be hard. Keeping a secret from Julia.
I'd hate for Julia to misinterpret what's strictly police business. And it's secret only because I want to find out if this convoluted scheme to bag Montgomery is worth my time. I'm still not sure yet.
Just forget about believing in me for a minute. Do you remember I told you on the phone that Craig has an envelope with your name on it? Well, that's not because he's sending you something, Jack. It's because he's confiscating your mail.
What do you mean?
It's from some company, and it says Jack Snyder on it very clearly.
Where is it now?
Craig's got it. He walked into the room before I could find out what was inside, but I swear to you, I will get it for you. I will return it to you, and then maybe you'll believe me.
What could this guy possibly want with my mail?
I don't know. For the past few weeks, Craig's been one step ahead of us. Now it's our turn to get the jump on him. There's so much I can find out for you, Jack. And we can meet here every night, and I can fill you in.
Not every night.
Right. That would be hard with Julia checking up on you.
I'll meet you here when and if I can make it happen. You made a lot of noise tonight about trusting you and making things up to me, but if I find out you even told me one lie, no matter how tiny you may think it is, I swear I'll see to it that you go down right alongside your sometime pal, Montgomery. You understand?
You'll see. I guess this old relic from our past came in handy after all. True north. Where the heart lies.
What's the matter? Is it Andy? How's he handling Denise moving out?
Well, maybe you should ask him that yourself, finally. In all the time since the hearing, have you once asked him how he's doing?
You know I care about Andy.
Well, then how come you never talked to him?
Because I'm trying to give him some room to regroup. I'm sure it's not easy for him to face me either. All right, maybe you're right. Maybe it's time I did talk to him.
I think it would be very helpful.
I've got to ask him about John's involvement in the cover-up, too.
Lord, is this never going to end?
I'm chief of staff of the hospital. I've got to get to the bottom of it.
The hospital is just fine. This family isn't. John swears he had absolutely nothing to do with Andy's faking his injuries, and I, for one, believe him.
Oh, okay. I'll just tell the rest of the hospital board and the press and the concerned patients that into John's possible involvement in trying to deceive the hospital.
I'm so sorry that my ex-husband and my son are such an embarrassment to you.
Embarrassment? My concern is for patients' lives and patients' care. This unnecessary hearing that John demanded was nothing more than a vendetta against Bennett and almost cost a very fine physician his career.
I know. Andy told me that he almost took a drink again today, and
Andy has got to be responsible for his actions. You know, you're not helping him by smoothing things out for him.
You know what kills me? Is that you were suspicious of Andy from the very beginning. You wanted to believe what Ben and Isaac said about him.
Are we back there now? Ben and Isaac were right about Andy.
That's not the point. You didn't know that then. But you never, ever had one moment's doubt.
You know, I think maybe you're the one that's embarrassed about this whole situation, and you're the one that wants to keep it quiet.
I'm worried about my son, and that's it.
I know that. So that puts you and just about all of us on the edge. Look, you can't accuse me of not caring about Andy. When I suspected Andy, I started to care about him even more. And whatever this probe turns up about John Dixon's involvement, my first priority is Andy.
I think it's about time you let him know that yourself. And as far as my being embarrassed about him, I am proud that he was man enough to face up to his mistakes. And I expect him to work his way through this with very little help from anybody else.
You mean you're gonna go to child services and tell you want me to keep living with you?
I already did.
Let me read that.
What did you do? Well, I went to the county authorities and petitioned to remain Curtis's foster guardian for 3 more months.
Only 3 months?
Hey, 3 months is cool. It's a trial period.
What kind of trial?
Well, you keep your grades up in school, behave yourself here at home, and we got to put together a good presentation for the welfare worker that's working your case.
All right, what happens if I pass all the tests in the next 3 months?
Then we talked real seriously about making our arrangement here more permanent.
You mean that I'll be living with you, like, for year-round?
That's it.
Oh, man, smoking! Yo, I'm gonna unpack my stuff.
All right.
You know, you could have let me in on this.
Hey, you know, I've been thinking about it for a while, but I really just decided that I was going to do it. I mean, I finally got some peace when I was praying about it. It kind of came like an answer in the 11th hour.
Yeah, I was telling Curtis you don't cross the street without praying.
Yeah.
But more time with that little devil? Are you sure you're ready for this?
No, I'm not. But I'm ready for change, big change. However it comes.
Molly, whatever you think is happening, you're not losing your mind. You just had another nightmare.
Oh, no. See, no. No, the door dream was a walk in the park compared to this, Abigail. I was falling. After I was falling, and I started plummeting into this very deep, dark sea. And all this cold water came up over me. And then when I woke up, Vicky was here. She was here. She was standing right there in that doorway. And then when I turned on the light, she was gone.
You could have still been dreaming.
No, honey, I was wide awake. And the entire room was soaking wet. I mean, the walls, the lampshades, the bed, the floor, everything. And then when I was cleaning it up, I heard this creeping sound coming from the living room. And when I went in to check it out, there was an old wheelchair rolling across the floor, and Vicky was in it.
We were just in the living room. There was nothing there, and the bedroom is... It's normal.
Yes, now it is. But I swear to you, honey, it was soaking wet, or at least I seemed like it was soaking wet. These towels, look, these towels are still damp.
I know. What you're going through must be horrible, and it's happening for a reason. There's a reason. What? You've been through a lot this past year, and you bounced back so well, like the bionic mom or something. And you're just... Your head, it's just trying to, it's your imagination is running wild. It's dreams trying to deal with what's gone on, and it's getting just messed up. It's a good thing. You're getting it out of your system.
Listen to me. I haven't wanted to startle you or to frighten you, but I don't think these nightmares are nightmares at all.
What are they, Molly?
Vicky McKinnon is really haunting me.
How do we know these toys from Radio Shack are exactly what kids want? We test them. There's Dragon Ball Z Pinball, Elmo's Music Maker, the Barbie Cash Register, a real talking computer, and the Grinch's sleigh game, and bang, there's even a car like in the movie, only at Radio Shack. Okay, test over. I said test over. Kids.
Toys, each sold separately, batteries not included. From Radio Shack.
What it is. What it feels like. What it is. What it feels like. What it is. We know what social anxiety can feel like, and Paxil can help. Over 10 million people suffer from overwhelming anxiety that significantly impairs work or social life, and a chemical imbalance could be to blame. Paxil, the only medication proven effective for social anxiety disorder, works to correct this imbalance. Paxil is not for everyone. Tell your doctor what medicines you're taking. People taking MAOI should not take Paxil. Paxil side effects may include decreased appetite, dry mouth, sweating, nausea, constipation, sexual side effects in men and women, yawn, tremor, or sleepiness. With time, your doctor's help, and Paxil, life can feel like life again. Paxil, your life is waiting.
Curel delivers more moisture than Eucerin and Lubriderm. Dermatologist recommended, Curel heals dry skin better. Women who try it agree. You can see the cure in Curel.
Food. What can I do with that?
Sir, would you like our beef or chicken?
I'm not really hungry, thanks.
Okay.
Food. B-A-D. Bad.
Scrabble Express. It's what words were made for. You are amazing. Is
there anything you can't do?
Your baby's growing quickly. So it's no wonder that by the time he's 4 months, his calcium needs increase more than 50%. That's why there's Carnation Follow-Up, the formula with the extra calcium active babies need. Extra calcium for amazing babies like yours. Plus everyday savings. Carnation Follow-Up from Nestle, also in soy.
Tonight, what's turned the King of Queens into a hoodlum?
McCracken, party of 5. Which McCracken is that? Phil McCracken?
Then the wives go to war on Monday's hot new comedy, Yes Dear. And there's something about Robert's new girlfriend that will shock everyone.
I'm not mad at you.
Tell that to the vein in your head.
And all new Raymond. Then, original Charlie's Angel Jacqueline Smith is going to give Becker a night he'll never forget.
I want everything to be perfect.
No pressure there.
Don't miss the funniest night of all new comedy, CBS, tonight.
You know, the other night, it just hit me. I mean, I like being around him as much as he likes being around me. And in the midst of all these lies over the last few months, it's like Curtis is the one true thing in my life. It keeps you from thinking about me. You got a kid like him around, you have to stay on your toes, you forgive a lot, and you're ready for anything.
Speaking of forgiveness, I didn't think you'd forgive me for forcing him to stay with you.
Well, you did make me an offer I couldn't refuse. But I'm glad you did.
If you need any help, you call me, okay?
Hey, you got it. I'm sure Curtis will want to see a lot of you.
You know, that means we're going to be spending a lot more time together as well. You cool with that?
Well, like I said, my brother, I'm ready for any challenge. Hey.
What's all that stuff?
TV remote, right slipper, the kitchen mixer, and here's the aftershave.
Okay, so what's this? You keeping souvenirs or what?
Nah, I just took all that stuff in case you found something missing. You'd have to track me down to get it back.
Oh, hey. You're all right, man.
We talked about this. It's just Emily trying to...
Oh, honey. Outside the Lakeview on Halloween, it wasn't Emily I saw. I saw Vicki McKinnon. I know that now. I wanted you to think it was Emily because I didn't want to scare you. And Jake even didn't know at that point. You wanted me to be honest with you, right? Well, this is the truth, okay? I didn't know why this was happening before, but now I think I do. What are you talking about? Jake was the love of Vicky's life. And she doesn't want me to replace her in his life, so she's driving me away from... Oh. I know how this sounds. And if you came to me with this, yes, I would absolutely go to the shrinks. But Abigail, I am certain that on Halloween I saw a ghost. And this ghost had blonde hair. And at first, yes, I thought it was Emily. But when she turned around and she stared at me, honey, I know it was Vicky.
But what about...
But I'm not the only one who's convinced, okay? Donna, Vicky's mother, she was here tonight. And I told her everything. And when I described to her what Vicky was wearing, she pulled out a picture. Vicky had on the exact same dress. Donna bought it for her years ago. The exact same dress. It had to be her, honey.
Well, you say that you were falling in water. Well, that is how Vicky died. And if Vicky ever wanted to get him... Wait. This fits.
What? It fits what?
On Halloween, Adam had detected a presence.
Oh, honey. Thank you for humoring me, but what could Adam Munson possibly have to do with
this? No, he studies the paranormal. And remember when I told you that on Halloween we went to the old mill? Lucinda was playing tricks on us, pretending to be this ghost. After she left, Adam detected a reading on his scanner.
Scanner?
Yes, when people from the beyond want to make appearances, they leave this ion charge in the air, and Adam's gauge was detecting something. And that was the night Vicky. You saw Vicky, right? Well, these could be related.
Honey, Abigail, Adam seems like a very intelligent boy, but this is serious, okay?
Adam takes it very seriously. He's very scientific, Molly. He's not those New Age, Sixth Sense type of people. He wants evidence. You know, tomorrow we'll just call him, and he'll come over, he'll look at everything, we'll...
Do you believe me?
Yes.
Is your asthma really under control?
Yes, but I still get short of breath.
And you wake up at night wheezing and coughing.
I just use my fast-acting inhaler.
But you use it almost every day.
Is that if Flovent is right for you? Prescription Flovent twice a day helps control the inflammation that can cause everyday asthma symptoms. Even helps improve lung function. Flovent won't replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden attacks. People switching from an oral steroid like prednisone to Flovent, an inhaled steroid, need to be especially careful. While adjusting to the switch, your body is not as able to heal after surgery, infection, or serious injury. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve.
Now this is asthma control.
Imagine the fun.
Hiya, pal.
New talk and skate Mickey and Minnie with remote control. Look out, Mickey.
Boy, pal. Can you give me a hand? Thanks, pal.
New talk and skate Mickey and Minnie.
Nothing is stronger than Secret Platinum Protection. It's the strongest form of antiperspirant you can get without a prescription. Strong enough for a man, but pH balanced for a woman.
At Vidal Sassoon, we chose our favorite products from around the world. Then created an entirely new line. New Vidal Sassoon. Professional hair washers, stylers, and finishers. Capture the look that captures you.
Junk the gunk. Introducing new advanced cleaning from Crest. The best Crest ever at repelling stains, tartar buildup, and that filmy feeling so your teeth feel cleaner all day long. Advanced cleaning, new from Crest. Unstick the ick. Introducing new advanced cleaning from Crest. The best Crest ever at repelling stains, tartar buildup, and that filmy feeling so your teeth feel cleaner all day long. Advanced cleaning, new from Crest.
It's a stroke of bad luck. Just who the hell do you think you are when the Prince of Darkness, accept my help, back off, it's none of your business, makes Jim an offer he can't refuse? Let me buy your marker and get you out of this mess before you dig yourself in any deeper. Now what happens next is shut up and stay the hell out of my life. Is everything on Guiding Light.
He agreed to help me. He didn't tell Julia he was with me. Jack, this is just the beginning.
Pour vous, monsieur? Oh, I love a man with a cigar. But you're gonna have to wait 9 months before you can smoke it.
What's a... Really?
I couldn't go to sleep until I told you tonight. Jack, I'm carrying your child.
That's wonderful. It's just great.
Actually, I should be honest. I don't believe ghosts haunt. Not yet, anyway. But I do believe in you. And if you say that something out of the ordinary is happening, then we'll try everything to find out what it is. And Adam's got so much research. Magazines, web, all this parapsychology type of stuff.
Whoa. I'm not bringing in Ghostbusters to exercise Jake's apartment, honey. He'll have me committed. I really appreciate all your support. I do. But I don't want to bring Adam into this. Next thing you know, Oakdale Social Club will be whispering about my new loose screws. I really think that I should try to deal with this ghost business on my own. But it's so incredible that I can actually just talk to you about this.
I understand. The secret of Vicky's ghost stays between us. What? What is it? Tell me. Doc!
She's been here.
Can you believe it? My husband, Nolan Ryan, has arthritis. So his doctor says stay active and take Advil to make it easier. I take it for my arthritis pain, so we can exercise together.
Advil, stronger than pain.
With my stiff joints, I never thought I'd be out here again. Then I discovered new Flexogen from the makers of Advil. It has both glucosamine and chondroitin, which can help rebuild worn cartilage in my joints. New Flexogen.
When we made Dove for sensitive skin, we rejected all dyes, left out any fragrances, and never included preservatives, leaving the gentlest cleansers and soothing ingredients. No bar is milder.
It's a Saturday. Hey, you're flying away, baking up some cinnamon, feeling you'll be right back in. My heart to yours.
Hello, Mark John Jeffries here for People PC. Friends, for as little as 25, 50, 75, and 82 cents a day, you can get a really powerful computer with unlimited internet access. And for as little as 50 cents more a day, you can get a computer that's even fast enough for your kids.
Now get this IBM desktop with Intel's Pentium 3 processor for as little as $39.95 a month. That's just $1.31 a day. It's fully loaded with enough speed to blaze through the internet, play games, and burn your own CDs. And People PC gives you 3 years of unlimited internet, 3 years of 24/7 support, and 3 years of in-home service at no extra cost. Dell doesn't, neither does Gateway. Plus, you get everything you need to get online, delivered to your door with just one phone call. To learn more about this Pentium 3 or to buy any one of these PCs this holiday season, click or call 1-866-SHOPWELL.
The kids will be most appreciative.
Being smooth was part of his game. They love us. Until she came into his life.
She's not something to get tired of. She's the first person I've ever met where I'm more worried she's gonna get tired of me.
Bounce, rated PG-13. In theaters everywhere this Friday.
You're letting him drive? I think he can handle it.
It's Elmo's radio control roadway.
What's this, Dad?
It's easy. Your little driver controls all the action. There's even real car sounds. Elmo's radio control roadway from Sesame Street.
Take a look behind the scenes of the trial of the century.
I just want a clean record.
You should have kept Furman off the stand. The players.
The district attorney is acting in bad faith. Shut up, Shek.
The strategy.
Did you plant the glove? That's the question to ask him.
The miniseries OJ doesn't want you to see. American Tragedy, CBS Wednesday.
He went flying up on the roof of your car, bounced off.
Venturing up.
Black and I, sir?
Yeah, you bet.
Alrighty, good.